Alright, people, we are in Neden 3 today, and we have an internal practice among the clan 1%, which is, if you did not already know, and you should from watching my channel if you've been watching my channel, and if you haven't been, naughty you, it is basically the group of all of the people in FT who are very, very competitive, and it looks like we've already got 2 disconnects in the parts of Akito and Jokers. So we're probably just going to sit here for the first couple of minutes, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the map to make sure that something is going on during this time. Obviously, everybody knows that you want to have anchoring here, and you also want to attack the right side as often as possible, because typically when you go to the left side, the only thing you can really do is drop the ball in the pit. If you don't drop the ball in the pit, then typically what happens is they'll just ank up to the top or do a wall jump here, and then look, they're already in attack position on that right side, and it makes it very, very hard to defend them. However, if you're on this side and you fail, then they're on the side that you don't want to be at. So typically, you want to be closer to the goal. That's what the right side allows you to do. And now we have stuff happening, and Akito with the pickup, and we see Akito now trying to take it to the enemy side, but falls. Now we have MC Dopey with the ball, and MC Dopey is taking it outside of the tunnel here, trying to take it to the center of the map, and now he uses his counter sword to try to get some leverage, and Jokers manages to kill him, takes the pickup, gets stunned by Limit, and now we see VN Kyoto with the pickup, and VN Kyoto did not have the SP for an anchoring attack there, and he is trying to RC up the wall when it probably would just be easier to do damage. I'm surprised he's not dead yet. VN Kyoto is still attempting that anchoring, finally gives up on it, and now he does some PS damage and goes back to the reload canceling, and it's just not working for him right now. And we have MC Dopey with the ball, and MC Dopey is anchoring up and probably about to reset the ball. Yes, that's exactly what's happening, but his teammate was not able to get there. Panda's with the ball. Panda's taking it. Oh, Panda's falling back down into that pit. Now we have SY Limit with the ball, and he misses the anchoring, and Limit comes back up. He is actually PRY Artist. This is an alt account. I will continue to use that name, so do not be surprised if I say Artist when Limit picks up the ball. Now we have INP Heather, and INP Heather with the anchoring. INP Heather's not able to do anything, and Panda's with the ball. Panda's now going on top of the roof, trying to get some height leverage here from the map itself, and his teammates are following him. He is now at the back wall. That's a really good place for him to be. He's using the handgun push to try to attack here, and oh, Akito with the pickup and the dodge, and of course the score. That was actually all set up by Pandas, who, as soon as he got knocked, he came back down with the CS and created a ton of space for Akito to be able to do that. And now we have another ball drop, and we're waiting for the players to get here. VN Kyoto with the first anchoring, but Pandas with the missed pickup, and we see Limit with the first pickup of this play, and the Limit is attacking over the bridge with the PS. Oh, protecting himself very smartly with the wall, but still not able to do anything. Heather tries to pick it up and score. Heather still goes down, and we see Pandas resetting the ball now. Joker's missing the pickup, and Dopey doing some damage here. Will Dopey score? No, he falls into the pit, and he's making time for his team. We now see Akito with the pickup, and Akito is going towards the center of the map. And we have Limit here waiting on Akito. It looks like this is going to be a firefight. Akito very intelligently trying to go towards the right side. Joker's with the pickup. Joker's with the CS spam. Joker's trying to give his teammates some time. Pandas gets there, but just a bit too late. Now we have Dopey with an inverse jump and not able to make it to the other side of the map. And we have some smash rifle fire here. Okay, that was a mess, and now we have a firefight. Not a lot is going on, so I can take a little bit of a breather for a moment. Okay, Dopey against the back wall, and we have Jokers with the CS here, and Heather with the pickup, Heather with the anchoring, Heather with the goal. Imperial Heather. Very nice. Very recent player in 1%. Limit just Artist just recruited Heather only very recently. So I don't even know, because we only just did the roster edit today, if they're going to show up in our next match, but hopefully so. And we see Dopey dropping the ball down on the enemy side, trying to make some time. Joker's trying to bring it out to the center and probably to the right. He gets stunned. You see Heather with the next pickup, Panda with a counter sword, and Heather is now dashing into the hole there, and we have Kyoto trying to stun. He misses. Heather still alive. Heather tries to get to the other side. Does not work. And now Heather's going to have to go all the way back around. This is not a good situation for Beta here. And Panda's with the kill, and Panda's probably should have lowered everybody else on that team first, because now his best case scenario is just to get in the pit. I don't know why he's staying up. There's not really a whole lot he can do here. It's not likely that his team is able to attack. Jokers did do a bit of damage, which might force them to reset, though. And we see Artist with the pickup, and Artist goes down to the pit, and he's got to go back around. A lot of blundering from Beta here. They're not really putting the ball in the places they need to get it. They're not making the most out of the times when they have ball control. They're not being careful. They're just brash. Very, very brash. And we have Kyoto here missing a stun. I don't know who he was aiming for, but he gets aimed down. And now Heather with the double anchoring doesn't have any more SP. Can't fuck this up. He does make it in the building. And we see Akito doing some damage here. Akito with that counter sword. Oh, there's a sentry on the map. I do need to figure out who is using that sentry. It's a 4v4, so in Smash Rifle meta, that might not be the best idea in the world, but it can work. It can definitely work if you have the right personnel for it. Now we have 3 people all focused on the ball. They should have spread out their attack here. I'm going to see what's going on the other side. They are going to be met with a lot of resistance here. This is a really good situation for the Beta team to be in. And INP Heather is now attacking that right side, but falls down. And we have McDopey here just trying to do some damage. We have Jokers anchoring back up. He should probably take it inside of that hole. If he doesn't, he's kind of in a bad place because he has no SP, and he should not be going to the back wall. His team is not with him. He is alone. That was a mistake on the part of Jokers. And now we have Heather trying to attack apparently the left side now. Does manage to kill somebody and is taking it right, so Heather did correct that. And we have Jokers trying to do some damage with handgun from across the map, and Dopey and Heather are doing damage together. Dopey ran ahead, and now Heather is just trying to protect themselves. Ends up falling in the pit, though, maybe intentionally to make some time, because her teammates did not stay alive too long, and I should say his, because it's a he. Jokers is now coming up, and Jokers is going towards the right side, making up for his mistakes here. And we have Pandas with the ball, and Pandas is once again falling down in the pit. We've had a lot of falling in the pit from this. There's not been a whole lot of excitement. These players are starting to learn this map. They've focused a lot on it recently. And now we have Jokers with the ball, and Jokers might be able to do something here, but there's a lot of ammo coming his way. If he can buy some time, his team will score. Did he buy enough? Not quite. His team isn't quite there yet, but Panda's doing some damage, and Panda's is anchoring against the back. Panda's with the wall jump. Panda's in dangerous territory. Panda's with the score. Holy shit. That was actually very exciting considering nothing else had happened in this match yet. And Panda's, instead of using the window, very smartly anchored in the back, and we didn't see a whole lot of that so far in this game. So very intelligent play on the part of Panda's, and that does require a bit of skill to jump off that back wall the right way as well. Now we have Jokers doing some damage and trying to take the ball in a good spot, but he is blocked by Artist. And now we see Pandas with the ball, and Pandas is anchoring. Pandas is down. Now we see VN Kyoto with the ball, and VN Kyoto is trying to take it back up to the boxes. I'm not sure if he has anchoring or not. Looks like Syntheses here, however, is going for a reset, which will put the ball in the hands of either Akito or maybe Heather here. Oh, the ball got brought out. After a while, I guess it just seemed like they are not going to be able to get a score out of that, and it would be better to hold on to the ball than to take a massive risk, and I actually agree. Oh no, Akito killing the ball almost costed her team, but she did save it. Wow, that was definitely an interesting first half. Very slow, but I think we've had a couple of higher-paced moments here. Outside of Joker's going to the back wall a couple times when there was not teammates there with him, you have not seen a whole lot of massive mistakes on the part of either team. I do think that the beta team has a score advantage here, but right now it does not matter because the alpha team has the score advantage. And the touchdown advantage. My bad. We see another ball drop and a quick death, and now Heather is attacking, and there is really not anyone to defend. So we see a very quick goal, and now suddenly that score advantage does mean something, as Imperial Heather gets the touchdown. Alright, we have another ball drop. And Panda's deliberately missing the pickup there, trying to do some damage. Heather anchoring right away. The camera's not in a fabulous place right now, so I'm going to have to move that to character cam. Dopey is alone. Dopey with the score. I didn't get to see a whole lot of how that took place, but judging by the fact that there's a sentry there, I'd assume that a couple of them pushed and a couple of them stayed back, put down the sentry, and then helped out the push later on, which would explain why the camera got stuck at the back wall. And now we have Pandas with the ball, and Pandas is going towards the enemy team goalpost, very quickly going down. Joker's with the pickup. Joker's jumping against the boxes the way he should be, and Akito went for the ball, but I'm not sure that was the right decision. It probably was just better at that point to give up and do damage. Now we have Pandas with the ball, and Pandas is trying to take it back where he started it, and Pandas not able to make that. Probably should have just went all the way to the right window and wet it against the back wall. And now he's having a fight with Limit for possession. Very good countersword revenge there, and he's doing a wall push and coming to the boxes where he's probably just going to sit and die. He doesn't really have any way up, so Imperial Heather is just stunning him. He manages to kill them anyway. That's kind of a shame on the part of Imperial Heather, because if you have somebody stunned and they kill you, you definitely made a mistake somewhere along the way, and I think that mistake was trying to get a stun. Anyway, like a second stun. And anyways, Pandas goes down, Akito with the pickup, Akito goes down, Limit with the pickup, or Artist with the pickup, and Artist taking it to the center. He gets lit up, and now we see Joker's with the ball, and Joker's intentionally dying, and we see V and Kyoto failing the pickup there and getting kind of beat up, and now Akito is all alone. Can Akito stall? Akito is definitely going to want to go to the tunnel right now. I don't know why they're fighting and trying to stay at the window. The tunnel is a better option right now. And we see Limit with the ball here. He gets knocked off by either Joker's or Pandas. Pandas counter sword. Joker's with the pickup. Joker's taking it to the center. Joker's needs to go right. Is Joker's going to go right? Yes, Joker's is going to go right. And now we have Joker's at the window and Joker's at the back wall. And will his teammates be there in time? I actually think he did a very good job about the way he went about that, so it's not actually his fault if his teammates are not at the back wall. I guess they lost in a firefight. Now we have Limit with the ball, and Limit is going towards the enemy team goalpost, and Limit falls because there was not a bridge there, although he expected there to be, and now trying to fight his way up the boxes, manages to do so, but not quickly enough to avoid Joker's, who gets the pickup and goes back to the back wall. Akito missing the pickup because Jokers died in a very strange place. Not even sure how the ball stayed up there, really. And now MC Dopey going to reset. And will he have teammates there? SY Limit is there. And SY Limit with the pickup. And he is doing the wall jump against the back. He scores! PRY Artist with the score. I apologize when you eventually watch this, EJ. I'm really not trying to call you SY Limit, but it's very, very difficult when that is the name that I see, and this is the kind of commentary I do. Now we have another ball drop, and Akito with the pickup, but alone, and there was a lot of damage done. Akito probably shouldn't have picked up the ball there. I'm not sure where the teammates were. Pandas with the CS, and now we have Jokers, and he is on the left side. That's a horrible place to be. I hope he just puts that in the pit. And Pandas does exactly that. Pandas very savvy in that situation. And now we have everyone dying. Syntheses, Imperial Heather, and Limit managed to come out of that fight. And we have Jokers putting them all back in the pit and now coming back out. Jokers probably doesn't have a whole lot of experience in this map, to be perfectly fair, but I do see those as mistakes when you try to attack from the left, because it's just so easy for the other team to counter and get a goal out of that. That's not a place that you typically want to be unless you have a wide open place and a lot of time. And teammates there, preferably. Now we have Akito with the ball, and Akito is trying to take it to the enemy team goalpost, but it does not matter because he is stopped by that Plasma Sword dash attack, and we see Akito now taking it to the back wall, dying in that same weird place that Jokers did. I guess it runs in the family. And now we see Imperial Heather with the ball, and Imperial Heather is taking it to the left window. Not particularly advisable, but he does have his entire team there, so I guess it passes for now, because they are taking it right way, and Syntheses dying very fast. And Limit with the anchoring move, almost. Now we would want to see VN Kyoto reset and wait on his team, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He just takes the ball to the center, and now we need whoever has it now, looks like it's Akito, to take it right. But Akito is taking it left. And we see Pandas fighting with MC Dopey here. Imperial Heather with the reset. And we have a Limit with the pickup, and a Limit with the anchoring move very low, makes him very hard to attack, and he gets the goal. I don't see a whole lot besides that one earlier in the game mistakes from the beta team here. But Alpha team is playing very sloppy. The teamwork is not quite there. And we see Jokers with the pickup, and Jokers going to the right side, who just can't make it work. Dopey and Limit are doing some damage to the ball. Heather with the pickup. Heather is on the left side, probably shouldn't be. And Limit with the pickup. He's all alone with 3 people on him. They can now counterattack on the right window. And you see, this is the kind of thing that makes attacking on that side not particularly intelligent, but they did manage to fuck it up a bit, and we now see them on the back wall with the anchoring. Will Pandas clean this up for his team? Doesn't have the SP, but we do have 4 of the beta team there, and Jokers is just spamming, trying to do whatever damage he can. That was probably better for him than turning around and waiting for the reset, because now we have Akito and VN Kyoto there, and all they need to do is do damage instead of just stubbornly attacking at the window, which Akito eventually did do, and now Pandas can do some damage to Limit, and all it's going to come down to here is, can Jokers score? Maybe. He's not exactly in a wonderful position, and he goes down. We see Imperial Heather with the ball, and Imperial Heather managing to get on the top of the roof, completely confusing the Alpha team. Pandas caught on in time, and will we see Jokers stop them? It doesn't matter, because Limit with the pickup, he manages to do that PS dash into the corner and get in the goal that way. Alright, and now we have another ball drop. And there is a minute left in this game with a 4-point differential. It doesn't look like there's gonna be much to say here. Looks like a game that's over with. And we have Akito in the pit. Not exactly where Akito would want to be right now, with their team down and there's no time for them. And MC Dopey manages to knock down Kyoto. They're looking for a ball reset, but it does look like the Alpha team will have possession here. And now we see Jokers with the anchoring and Jokers with the score. Will they have enough time if they make one straight beeline to get this to 4-6? I think they would, but I'm not entirely certain because I'm not an expert in Neden 3. And even if they would have, they did not get a perfect beeline, so we probably won't see a touchdown. But looking at things as they are, yes, a perfect beeline would have been a touchdown. So we end here with 3-6, with the Alpha team with 3, the Beta team with 6. And now we can look at our scores. We have Pandas with 144 and 1 touchdown, and we have PRY Artist with 170 points and 3 touchdowns.